Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So, today we are going to discuss one of the most frustrating situation in automation testing. So, you can you run your automation suite locally and everything passes, but when you push it to the Jenkins and you start seeing that suddenly your test starts failing. So, if you have ever said that it works on my machine, then this video is for you. So, today we will understand why this happens and how to debug it. Okay, so let's start the video. So local versus Jenkins are not the same world. So first we will understand the actual problem. Basically, what happens when local execution and Jenkins execution may look similar, but technically they are different environments. On your local machine, you control the browser dependencies, screen resolutions, data, sessions, everything you control by yourself. But in Jenkins, when you run the test cases, there might be chances that the environment is different. Often, like it can be headless. Sometimes it runs on a shared server, and sometimes with different permissions and variables. So that difference is usually causes this issue. Next is reason environment mismatch. So one of the biggest reason is environment mismatches. Your local machine may have different browser version, different driver, different Java or Python version, whatever language you are using, or different packages. For example, local machine can have Chrome version like 135 while the Jenkins is still using Chrome 130. So the script may be same, but due to the browser behavior or driver compatibility, this issue can become like your script can be fail on Jenkins. Next is headless execution. So many test passes locally because you run them with a visible browser. I mean, with head mode. But in Jenkins, most teams runs automation in headless mode. So where the browser runs in background without UI, there might be chances that due to the difference in running the script in UI and running the script in headless mode, your script might fail. So headless execution can behave differently. So element due to that element may render differently, scrolling can behave differently, and window size can change. So if the test fails only in Jenkins, check if headless mode is changing the UI behavior or not. Next is timing and sync issues. So this is the most important, or we can say most common reasons when your script start failing on Jenkins. So your local machine may have it may be fast and the application may load quickly. But on Jenkins, Jenkins might be slower because of the CPU load, networks delays, and multiple jobs running there. So if the automation does not wait properly, if it fails with the element not found or timeout or any like element not clickable exceptions, this is usually not a script syntax issue. It can be timing or synchronization issue. So next is hard-coded path and local configs. So sometimes the script basically what happens, sometimes the scripts depends on local path, local folders. So for example, a file uploaded to a different path, or like we can say a download path or a config path may exist on your laptop, but not on the Jenkins machine. So this is why configurations should not be hard coded, we will say, or we should use like workspace we should use workspace path, relative paths, configuration files, or environment variable instead of hard coding the paths in our scripts. Next is missing environment variable and secrets. Okay, so automation often depends on URL, token, database credentials, secrets, or configuration values. So these may exist on your local machine, but Jenkins may not have them configured. So if Jenkins does not have the required environment variable, the test may fail because it even start properly. So always verify Jenkins jobs or pipeline configurations whenever you are setting up or getting these kind of errors. Next is test data dependency. Okay, so So your local machine may have stable data, but Jenkins may run many builds or many tests together. So some tests may update the same record, delete the data, or expire sessions, or change state. So this creates random failure issues. Stable or we can say isolated test data is like extremely important in CI execution. So we need to like check the test data dependencies also whenever our test is getting failed over Jenkins. Next is parallel execution conflicts. Yeah. So parallel execution conflicts basically what it says in local execution, you may run test sequentially, but in Jenkins, a test may run in parallel if two tests uses the same user, same data, same record, then they can interfere with each other. So the parallel execution can create conflicts over Jenkins. So what is next? Oh, then next is how to debug uh, like uh, uh, we will discuss about the debugging approach. So first compare what to do. First, we should compare the local and Jenkins environment like browser, driver dependencies, language versions. Next is like then we should check the Jenkins console output and the exact stack trace. And we should also check the like screenshots and page source on failures. This helps us to see what Jenkins saw at the time of failure. So next is we should also check whether the failure is consistent or random. Consistent failure usually point to configurations, and the random failures often we can say point to the timing, data, or practical executions. So we should do the debugging in this way to get the root cause of the failure. Next is best practice to like prevent CI failures. So to avoid these issues, we should follow some best practices. Like we should use explicit wait instead of hard-coded time values, or we can say using hard-coded sleeps. And we should externalize configurations instead of hard coding values. And we should keep browser driver package versions aligned on both local or uh, on Jenkins. And we also check the screenshots and log to check like how to like find the root cause whenever the test is failing. We also should use isolated data, test data, especially for parallel execution. If possible, we should use Docker to make local and Jenkins environment, or we can say execution more consistent. So these are the best practices we should check. And quick debug checklist. So for quick debugging, we should check the browser and driver versions. I will suggest first we should check that. We should also check the headless mode and wait and timing. We are saying like the synchronization issues and hard-coded paths and environment variables, data conflicts, and parallel executions. If these are not the issues, and then we should always check the Jenkins logs and screenshot and reports for more information. So the take away from this video is like when local passes but Jenkins fails, we should think in these layers like environment. If this is not like environment is set up properly, everything is aligned with the local, then we should check for the timing and synchronization issues. We should check if there is no hard coded sleeps or timing issues in our script, and if that is also fine. Then we should check the configurations. There should not be any hard-coded values in the configurations. There should not be any hard-coded path in our configuration file. And after that, we should check the test data. If test data also seems fine, then we should check the parallelism. So this should be the layer in which we should think to resolve the issue, or we can say to synchronize the things in local and over Jenkins. So this is all about this video. So thank you very much. If this video helped you to like mm, to grow technically, and then please subscribe my channel for more practical content on QA automation, or we can say on more topics like Python, Selenium, and Salesforce. So thank you, everyone.